Happy Tuesday, everybody. This is Cinephile Mike, your friendly neighborhood cinephile with Award Season Review Season 2 and Day 70. And again, because it's Tuesday, you know what that means. New week, new theme. And this week, it is Annie Week. And not about the sun will come out tomorrow, but Animation Week. Now, all of the films that I'm going to be talking about this week are currently nominated for Annie Awards. Now, if you are not familiar with the Annie Awards, these are the awards that celebrate achievement in animation and are awarded by the LA branch of the International Animated Film Association. They've been doing this for a little over 50 years. Now, 4 of the 5 films nominated for Best Animated Feature I have already covered this season, so I won't be revisiting them again. The only one I haven't gotten yet is Robot Dreams, which still eludes me. But there is one screening available right now, pre-Oscars, that I am planning to get to, so it will be reviewed this season. Never doubt me. But there are other films to get to, so let's dive right into them. So, to kick off Annie Week is a live-action film with some animation. Universal Pictures is loosely based on a true story, Cocaine Bear. Written by Jimmy Warden and directed by Elizabeth Banks, this film, during its theatrical run, had a total box office take of $88,314,672, with $64,670,240 coming from the domestic box office and $23,644,432 coming from the international box office. Award season-wise, Cocaine Bear has one Annie Award nomination, and that is for Outstanding Achievement for Character Animation in a Live-Action Production. While that is the only nomination of the awards I'm tracking this season, I think it's also fun to say that our bear, the Cocaine Bear, was nominated for this award, was also nominated for Best Villain at the MTV Movie and TV Awards, ultimately losing to Elizabeth Olsen for her portrayal of the Scarlet Witch in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And also, Cocaine Bear still has some awards chances because it is nominated for Comedy Movie of the Year at this year's People's Choice Awards. So, we'll see what happens. Now, Cocaine Bear is loosely based on a tragedy that occurred in 1985 when a 175-pound black bear ingested cocaine that had been part of a drug smuggling ring. Mini spoiler here, but just to set it. In reality, the bear that did ingest this cocaine in real life, they say did within it did pass away, and they said that happened within 30 to 45 minutes, so it did not actually engage or commit any massacre or killings of people, which is, very sad for the bear, but good in the realm of, tragedy that could have been something that was avoided, but not the case here. We take these few pieces of facts, and Banks gives us a horror comedy of very exaggerated proportions that when said black bear becomes addicted to the cocaine, will do whatever it takes to get its next fix. She will do all she can, and yes, I say she because we do learn that the bear is a female, because at one point when said bear collapses on a character, this character says, in fact, her reproductive organs are resting on his ear. So the pieces that we borrow from history. There was a drug smuggler, Andrew C. Thornton, in 1985, who was moving a plane load of cocaine through the shipment out of a plane that was flying over Georgia, and when he jumped, tragically died due to a failed deployed parachute. Now, the drugs landing in a national park were discovered by one of the bears. Now, the film builds this up where part of this drug ring, led by Sidney White, played by the late, great Ray Liotta in one of the last projects he ever filmed, he and his associates need to set off to retrieve that supply, because there could be trouble if they can't get that in order to make the money from the sales. However, it's not going to be that simple, because enter the park Dee Dee and Henry, 2 young children played by Brooklyn Prince and Christian Convery respectively, who have decided to skip school so that Dee Dee could go and paint the waterfalls. Henry and Dee Dee will encounter our bear friend and begin a series of misadventures themselves that will also bring in a wide range of other characters and supporting cast, including some played by Kerry Russell, Jesse Tyler Ferguson, and Margot Martindale, amongst others, who will have to face said bear, and sadly, there will be some tragedy along the way. Again, comedy, but horror comedy. Now, right off the bat, you know this film is intended to be a comedy as it provides captions that are talking about bears and survival methods as quoted from Wikipedia. And the cast is very much game. They know what they're doing here and play these larger-than-life characters going up against this bear. Warden's screenplay is very fast-moving, and this is a very quick-moving 90-minute movie as we go from one battle and one dismembered body to the next. And some of the attacks are so extreme and out of reality that you aren't scared as much as entertained by the way they occur. And this is done in a way that's much more entertaining than the really awful Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey I talked about a couple of weeks ago. Also, and this is a testament to the script, some of the characters that we meet, you almost root for the bear. Which is interesting to say, because usually we don't want to root for the villain in a situation like this. Now, speaking to its nominations, the animation effects on the bear are very well done in making the film worthy of its nomination. I mean, I will say, you can tell that this is not the way a real bear would act, and it is stylized for the film. But sometimes the way it's looking at other characters or looking at the camera breaking the fourth wall, you almost expect that it's going to start engaging in conversation and break that wall even more. I mean, there are even some movements that are very unique and comical that if you don't laugh out loud, I mean, I'm not sure. Especially during one comedic dance when you're like, huh, bear dancing. Horror comedies done well are rare, but this one is one of them. Banks does really good job. She has a gift for comedy, as we know from her work as an actress and a director, and she puts all of it on display here. I also do want to single out a brief moment of enjoyability from Kerry Russell as the mother of one of the children, who, in her very 80s appropriate pink tracksuit, pulls out a rifle and shows that she is the real Mama Bear. Cocaine Bear is a fun 4-star film. I know that the history is tragic. I never wish harm on animals. I'm not trying to diminish that. But this film, and knowing that it is completely fictionalized and meant to be exaggerated, we can appreciate it for what this is. It is a horror comedy that goes to extreme lengths to entertain. Now, if you would like to be entertained and catch Cocaine Bear, well, don't actually catch the bear, just catch the film. It is currently streaming exclusively on Amazon Prime. So there it is. Annie Week is off and running with a strong start, 4 stars, and hopefully we'll get more joyous along the way for you. Now, if you like what you heard here, please subscribe, like the channel. You can follow me, Cinephile Mike, on all social media platforms and Letterboxd. I will see everyone tomorrow as Annie Week continues, but until then, this is Cinephile Mike saying take a break and watch something new.